Today we're getting into an inside leg hang without an invert.
Yes, Taylor is right. We're getting into an inside leg hang without an invert. However, I do think this routine takes a little bit of strength.
There is a bit of grip strength that we need to use for sure. We're doing a lot of like climbing and releasing our legs, so that takes a bit. And then also there is like a funny grip, which sometimes I do in a weird way, but like that also takes a little more strength. So I think Karina is right now that I think about it, but I initially thought this would be a little bit easier. So if you are not new here, you know we're gonna be walking you through a few things that you should know before we start the routine, but if you are, stay tuned. We're doing a quick safety check first. Make sure that you check your equipment, make sure everything's okay with your rigging and stuff. Make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances, and to make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. If you're looking for warm-up ideas, you can find them in the playlist right up here. So if you haven't warmed up yet, do that first and then come back to this routine to try it with us. Making sure you're wearing the right clothing for this routine. If you're top heavy, make sure you're wearing something supportive because we are going upside down nonetheless. So make sure you have something that will keep you covered as you're doing the poses. And then as always for everything pole, make sure you're wearing pole clothes that's not covering like your legs and maybe your side, because those are important points of contact that you need. And then make sure that you have a spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with so they can be your GPS in the air and your cheerleader. And if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
Unfortunately, you cannot find the music for this routine synced up in this video. This is the tutorial video where we teach you how to do the poses, how to transition between poses, and the different tips and tricks that we use when we're learning the routine so that when you give it a try at home, it's a lot easier, hopefully, for you to do. However, we did leave a short for you that is synced up to the music right up here. We also welcome you to come back to the channel on Friday when we release a YouTube video that shows both of us doing the routine so that you can see what it looks like when two aerialists do the same routine and how it might look a little bit different, and that's okay. We always do this to encourage you to be more accepting of what it is that you are doing at home and to understand that it doesn't matter if you do a routine that you see another aerialist does. The way your body moves, the way you do things will look a little bit different, and that's okay. We always encourage you to just be more accepting of the way you are moving and be grateful that your body can train. We also leave you a link to the song that we use along with the timing which we get started down in the description below, so you know exactly what song we're using, what version of the song we're using, and when we're getting started.
Now that we've covered everything, let's get started. If you're doing aerial regularly, but still feel like certain things are just struggling, like your invert, your grip, or your control, it might not be an aerial skill problem, it might be a strength problem. And this is why I created the Aerialist Edge. It's a structured strength program for aerialists with both a home and gym version, so you can train no matter what your setup looks like. You'll build strength that translates into your skills, so things feel more controlled, more consistent, and way less frustrating. If that sounds like what you need, the link's in the description. We are starting with our normal spin, so my left hand is in true grip above my head, my right hand is in forearm grip, and then I split my legs. I put my right leg in front because my right hand is in forearm grip. Now I'm going to take that left leg and I'm going to swing it forward as I pivot off of my right leg to add spin like this. Trying to keep myself under the rigging point as much as possible, and remembering to engage your back and core throughout the movement. Once you have enough spin, your left leg comes to the front and touches the bottom of the pole. Then you're gonna go ahead and bring yourself to your first climb here. Then you're going to stand up, release your legs, and do a second climb. From here, you're holding high with your left hand, your right hand threads between the pole and your body. You're gonna hold the pole in like a funny grip here. Make sure that you're a little more upright, so you're not sinking your bum to the floor. Your legs are holding you against the pole, and then you also have the support from your funny grip. From here, you're gonna extend your left arm here, hold on back to the pole, and then you're going to release your leg to get this pose. Then that left leg comes back in front and you adjust your arms. So you adjust back to forearm. You might need to adjust your left hand to hold a little higher. Release your legs for a little pencil here. Then you're gonna do an inside leg hook. Your leg comes behind the pole here. You're gonna walk your hands down. You're going to reach down with your left hand, hold the pole with your arm extended. From here, you do an extension. Keep your left leg close to the pole to keep that tension. You're going to reach, hold on to the pole here, in between your legs. As you walk your hands down just a little bit, lower your upper body and bring your left leg to the pole by just bending it. And then you bring your right leg back to hold this pose. Extend your left hand, hold on with your right hand. From here, tuck that right leg in for your last pose. And then to exit, you can hold on. Unhook your legs to straddle and lower your body.
That was so much fun! If you had fun learning this routine and really like an easier way of going upside down, and you have struggled with getting into a ballerina on pole and are looking for an easier way to get into a ballerina, check out the videos that we're leaving on screen for you. We leave the dance video on top and the tutorial video at the bottom.
Until next time,
Bye!